I'm not going to ring that bell because our dogs,
No.
our dogs are like kind of calm right now.
Don't wake them up.
No, we're not going to because they've been kind of like crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ring that bell, but it is time for Des and Jeff Watch Stuff. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about what we watched, like we always do.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I'll throw it to you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Kendra and I watched Inside Out 2.
Okay, tell me about Inside Out 2. I don't think I've seen Inside Out 1.
You haven't.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, tell me about it.
It's animated. I think we watched it on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So both movies are about the feelings of a little girl with the things she goes through, but each feeling is a little character and what goes on like in the control center of your mind.
I don't know what girls feel. I can't understand them.
I think it's really cute. It really gets in there and explains, kind of just lightens it up a little bit when kids are going through some really heavy stuff.
Yeah, and some
and
kids,
how the little characters interact and make these things all happen for them.
and some kids go through a lot of stuff. I mean, especially nowadays, it's I get every generation says like, oh, like I'm so glad I'm not growing up now because these kids have to go through all this stuff. And it's kind of true. I mean, like, our daughter's 18 now, but I mean, she went through a lot of stuff growing up. I mean, just COVID alone,
Right.
Yeah. So, how are we supposed to? What are we supposed to call it? COVID? Is that what we're supposed to do?
I don't know.
So YouTube doesn't demonetize. We're not monetized anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
The virus.
So tell me about this movie. Tell me what you think about it. This was a sequel to. It's a sequel to the first one, of course. How was the first one?
The first one was really good. I really liked it. I may have even cried slightly a little bit, maybe, just because it kind of touched me. The second one was similar.
More the same?
Yeah, but in this one, this little girl who is, probably, I don't remember how old she is in the first one, like 8 or 9 probably, is now 13.
Okay, so now it's like teenage problems and stuff.
Yes,
okay, that's
and
cool.
All the craziness that goes on. She doesn't know why all of a sudden she's mad or whatever. Just they don't get into like the physics of it or anything.
Right.
They don't make it like weird, but it's similar to the first one. But how her emotions just go crazy and it's cute. It's cute.
Better, worse, the same as the first one?
It was similar. They're about the same.
Just as good?
Yeah, just as good.
Okay, so, because a lot of times, sequels are like a carbon copy of the first one and never live up to it. And a lot of times they're just kind of, more the same. But sometimes sequels will do something a little different, which, kind of elevates them. And sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, it's more the same, but I like the sameness.
Yeah, they didn't try to mess with it. They kept it pretty much the same, but they threw in, of course, all the new emotions that a 13-year-old girl would be feeling, and the ones that she had at 8, and the memories and the things that she enjoyed at 8 kind of got, put away. So you kind of saw that change, which was interesting. That's good.
So you think this is something like, like any kind of like parents that like, or maybe going through a rough patch with their kid, watch this, maybe kind of help with the discussion about stuff like this, or?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it might open up some kind of discussion. I was just happy that our 18-year-old wanted to watch it with me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a whole other thing because I mean she is 18, and these movies were part of her growing up, like these style of movies.
Yeah.
Like I made sure like I watched as many as I possibly could with her. Which was great, and
you guys had a list.
We did. We went through most of it.
I know.
We did. We went through most of it. There's a couple things that I don't think we got to. She may have watched on her own, but so it's a good family movie, you're saying?
It really is. I think so. Yeah.
And you got to rate it.
What's our rating? 1 to 10?
Yeah, sure, 1 to 10. You can even do like points too. It'd be like Portnoy. You could do, points too, like point whatever.
7.3.
Okay. Wow, that's
it's a good movie. It's well written. It makes the point. Like what's happening, and you can totally relate to it because the parents have the little characters in the control center in their mind too, and they are hilarious.
It doesn't get overly preachy. I'm hoping.
Not at all.
Okay, good.
There's nothing weird. There's nothing that you'd be like, oh, I wasn't ready to get into that with my kid yet. Not at all. No.
Well, hey, there you go, man. I haven't seen it, so I'm not even gonna comment. I kind of fell out of love with a lot of those type of movies, like the Disney Pixar kind of stuff, just because like it was just kind of diminishing returns for me over and over again. I mean, the classics are the classics. So, but you know, maybe some Hangover Sunday, I'll sit down and watch it.
Yeah, that's really all I have that was different. I've been watching like CSI at 4 in the morning because it's usually when I'm awake.
We could do a retrospect of the whole CSI series someday.
I think I've seen every one of them.
that's
But that's pretty much it for me. I haven't watched anything else. You have, though.
I have, and we're going to save that for another video.